Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the toss to Bell running right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second down and goal. Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check 3. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Delta. 5.
Off the play fake. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Smith.
Throwing Jones. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this is Latimer, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 9 yards that time.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the grip.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Set.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Bravo. Get it.
2nd and 5 now. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and 5.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Hey, Charlie. Check, check. Lucky. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike 57, Mike 57. 80 weapon. Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Darnold from the gun. And Thomas has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, 47. You got take. You got take. You got take.
Again, Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Let's go, Ness. 30 base.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the
Jones now on 1st and 10. That one caught by Allison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
46 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
45.
You must be dreaming. Mike.
Jones throwing again. Well, this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, 32 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Kill.
Darnold crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Switch. Back.
And they are going for it. Darnold, he finds his target. It's Crowder. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 14 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go! 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hey, Echo.
Off play action. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 77 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jones, off play action. Open man right side is Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
61, matchbox lights.
Check, 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 check. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Quit talking about it.
Ready?
Jones now throwing on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch. Switch. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
From the 36, Darnold Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.